Texas, the state that feels like a country. Everything is bigger in Texas, but that phrase barely scratches the surface. Texas isn't just a state, it feels like a world of its own, with its own history, culture, pride, and identity. From deserts to forests, cowboys to astronauts, oil rigs to tech startups, Texas holds more contrast than most countries. People don't just live in Texas, they belong to it. And the question is, how did one place become so powerful, so diverse, and so unforgettable? And to understand Texas, we must go back to where it all began. Ancient roots. Long before Texas was Texas, Native American tribes like the Comanche, Apache, Caddo, and Karankawa called this land home. They hunted vast plains, followed rivers, and built cultures deeply connected to the land. These tribes shaped Texas long before borders or flags existed. Even today, their influence remains in place names, traditions, and history. Texas didn't start with cities, it started with survival, strength, and resilience. But everything changed when outsiders arrived with flags, faith, and firepower. Spanish and Mexican era. In the 1500s, Spanish explorers entered Texas, bringing missions, horses, and new beliefs. Later, Texas became part of Mexico after Mexico gained independence from Spain in 1821. During this time, settlers from the United States moved in, attracted by cheap land and opportunity. But cultural differences, political tension, and power struggles began to rise. Texas was quietly heading toward a breaking point. And that breaking point would ignite one of the most famous revolutions in history, the Texas Revolution. In 1836, Texas fought for independence from Mexico. Names like the Alamo, Sam Houston, and Santa Anna became legends. The famous battle cry, "Remember the Alamo," echoed across history as Texas won its independence and became the Republic of Texas, its own country. For nearly 10 years, Texas stood alone, proud and independent. But Texas didn't stay a republic forever, and the next decision would change everything. Joining the United States. In 1845, Texas joined the United States as the 28th state. This decision expanded American territory, but also increased tensions that would later fuel the Civil War. Texas became a major player in agriculture, cattle ranching, and trade. Railroads connected cities, and cattle drives turned cowboys into American icons. Yet Texas was about to discover a resource that would reshape its destiny forever. Oil changes everything. In 1901, oil was discovered at Spindletop, and Texas was never the same again. Oil brought money, power, and global influence. Small towns turned into booming cities overnight. Texas became an energy giant, fueling industries, wars, and economies. Even today, oil and gas remain central to Texas's identity. But Texas didn't stop with oil. It aimed even higher, all the way to space. From cowboys to astronauts. When NASA built the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas became the heart of America's space missions. The famous words, "Houston, we have a problem," made the city globally known. Texas proved it wasn't stuck in the past, it was shaping the future. From ranch lands to rocket launches, Texas embraced innovation without losing tradition. And innovation soon transformed Texas into a modern economic powerhouse. Modern Texas economy. Today, Texas is one of the largest economies in the world. Cities like Austin, Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio lead in technology, finance, healthcare, and manufacturing. Major companies and startups move to Texas for opportunity and freedom. Austin became a tech hub, while Houston remains an energy capital. But Texas isn't just about money, it's about culture, food, and identity. Culture, food, and pride. Texas culture is loud, proud, and impossible to ignore. Barbecue, Tex-Mex, country music, rodeos, and Friday night football define daily life. The cowboy hat isn't just fashion, it's history. Texans carry a strong sense of pride, often saying, "I'm from Texas," before anything else. Yet behind all this pride lies a future filled with challenges and change. Challenges and the future. Texas faces big challenges: population growth, water shortages, extreme climates, and political debates. But if history has proven anything, it's that Texas adapts, survives, and rises stronger. From ancient tribes to modern megacities, Texas has constantly reinvented itself. And the story of Texas is far from over. It's still being written. Texas is more than a place on a map. It's an idea of independence, resilience, and ambition. It has fought, failed, risen, and reinvented itself again and again. Whether you love it or question it, Texas leaves an impression that's impossible to forget. Because when it comes to Texas, one thing is certain: its story will always be bigger than expectations. If you enjoyed discovering the story behind this incredible state, stay curious and keep exploring the world with Geo Narratives.